everybody. Afternoon around the house with the Donna Shaw team. I'm Donna.
I'm Scott.
I'm Kendra.
All right, you guys. Today we're going to talk about spring cleaning. It is springtime. Let's get our house in order so we can enjoy the summer and do some fun things. Go ahead, Scott. We'll put you first.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take the mechanical side of things first. So, all the equipment that you're going to need once you get going outside needs to be updated. So, if you want to start with your lawnmower, if you didn't do any winterizing, you need to definitely change the oil. Pull a spark plug, go ahead and clean that up. If you have a grinder, you can sharpen the blade. You know how to sharpen the blade. If not, go out to the home improvement store, buy a new blade. Your trimmer, check and see if you still have string, because the way we chew up string in those trimmers, it's you probably used the last of it and we're so frustrated that you didn't bother to go out and get another one. So go out and get some string. For those of you who have portable generators, from personal experience, I found this out, that you should test it monthly. And you should also use gas that doesn't have ethanol in it, because apparently that's what gums up the carburetors when it sits. So, take some advice and save yourself some money, and to get the right gas in there and then test it monthly, because obviously along with springtime, leading into summer, you got the thunderstorms and everything. So be prepared for that. Other than that, any kind of tools that you're going to use. I mean, your shovel may have blown out, so see if you can sharpen your spade. If you're going to be digging for flowers or whatever the case may be. But and again, part of that is taking care of your tools. After you clean, make sure you clean all the dirt off of it. If you actually have a light oil, you can go ahead and put the oil on it to keep it from rusting. But really, that's about all I have. It's just taking care of your equipment so that you're ready to go.
I wish you would have had that conversation with me last week, Scott. I could have really used it for the generator prior to. But I'm going to piggyback one thing on the yard stuff, and to just treating your yards, getting them ready for the bugs and the grubs and things like that, because that's definitely something that you need to think about right now.
Well, you know what? I'm going to interrupt one more time too. Talking about bugs, is the spotted lanternflies are going to be coming back out again. So one thing that we've been doing around here is we've been taking duct tape on the inside, wrapping our trees where all the nests are at. So when the bugs actually hatch, they'll get trapped on the tape. So keep an eye out for them.
I'm going to go onto the inside of the house at this time. I know I've been stuck inside and I've been going a little crazy. I think my OCD is really coming out. But you're definitely going to want to check your smoke detectors and your CO2s, make sure that your batteries, I learned the hard way this year that smoke detectors only last 10 years. I had no idea. I assumed if it was hardwired, it would last forever. They don't. And when they go, they just beep consistently. So if they've been around a while, you might just want to replace them, just to save yourself the headache of listening to it beep for hours. Clean out filters on your HVAC system. A lot of people do that monthly, but a lot of people don't. And this time of the year with high allergy season, it's definitely a great time to be proactive. I usually get my little air can out and I clean my vents first and blow them off. And I do that, a couple times a year, and then change my filter afterwards. If you have filters on your water like that, or other filter systems that actually have an actual filter, great time to change them as well. And if you get in the habit of doing it at the same time every year, it'll just make things much smoother. If you're cleaning out closets right now, which a lot of people are, obviously having a yard sale is a big no-no, because that would put a crowd of people at your house. You may be thinking you're going to want to donate it. The donation boxes are overflowing right now. Do not put it at a donation box. And I'm pretty sure when this opens back up, Goodwill, Salvation Army, they are going to be completely bogged down with the amount of people dropping stuff off. I'm going to put a self plug in here, and the team doesn't know I'm doing this, so they may cut me out after this, but I'm planning to have a yard sale when this is all over, and I'm good to go. But everything's going to be donated to the Fight on McKenna Foundation. So if you want to donate anything, hold it aside for me. I'll be glad to come pick up your stuff.
So is that all you have for the inside, Kendra?
I think at this point. Sorry.
Okay, very good. No, great idea. I know that's kind of dear to your heart, so it's a great option. So now let's head back out to the outside. So every year, I always tell everybody, take a walk around your foundation. Look into the window wells, make sure that there's no creatures in there. If you don't have window well covers on them, please install them and make sure they're secure. As you're walking around, right around the window wells, actually, when they're connecting to the house, they tend to lose topsoil and they can create holes, which then in turn can turn around and put water into your basement. So walk around, make sure there's no holes around your foundation, that the soil has sunk, get some topsoil and fill them in. Don't want any water in the basement. So the other thing is your siding as you're taking a walk outside. If there's any holes in your sidings from any hail or any kind of wind damage, make sure you caulk them. You can use, there's so many different colors of caulk. So make sure they're caulked. You can get bees in there. You can get carpenter bees. You can get wasps. Once they get in those holes, they're going to build nests behind your siding and you will hear it. The other thing, if you live in the woods, you want to make sure that all your soffits are secure, that you have no holes in your siding. One instance, I was actually at my daughter's. We heard this noise and we thought it was bees. Nope, no bees. It was a snake. So make sure everything is secure. Pressure washing the outside. It's a great time to do that. All that mold's been built up on your siding. You can get somebody that does pressure washing, or you can go rent one and pressure wash yourself. So I think that's about it for the outside. I don't know if Kendra or Scott, do you have anything else for maintenance at this point to get us ready for our summertime?
One other thing I did actually just think of is if you have kind of security lighting, check your light bulbs.
That's a great idea.
I did that as I was going through each room cleaning. I was replacing light bulbs that they've been burned out for a while, and maybe it's just a room I don't typically use. Just kind of been using this time. My husband and I, we constantly knock around the idea of selling our house and moving. And probably some of you, as you're quarantined in your house, you're trying to decide whether this is the right place for you to stay. If any of those projects are things that we would typically be telling you that you should be looking at doing anyway to list your house. So it's a great time, maintain your systems and prep everything, because you never know what life's going to give you, and it might create a change in housing for you.
Yeah, the other thing too is if you are thinking about making a move and you do want to sell your property, the three of us, when we are helping our clients, we go room to room and just help you make it look the best it can and give you some great ideas to make your property the best value that we can get for you. So
even being just now working virtually, we can do that ahead of time now. Maybe you have the time to do some of that now. Maybe you're not ready to sell. Maybe it's 2 years down the road, but we can start making those punch lists. So feel free. We can do a video call now and get in there and give you some ideas.
Absolutely.
all right, guys. Well, another great week. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch up with you next week.
I have one last plug. Sorry. It's Friday. Donna and I have our red on for Red Friday.
Yes, we do.
Our military is still deployed, not only, dealing with the virus in other countries, but also the safety in other countries. And a lot of our reserves are being deployed to different areas to help with everything that's going on with COVID. So please keep our military in your thoughts. And, I just got this shirt when I was in Vegas at the tax store. Tax sells a lot of products that proceeds go back to supporting the military. So if you're shopping from home and you need some attire, that's a good place to start.
Yep, and Red Friday actually means remember everyone deployed until they come home. So happy Friday. We'll catch up with you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, be
Bye.
safe.